Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be showing you guys my Shenron Veggies deck that I took to the Chicago Celebration event this past weekend. I only went for the Team Wars, which was Saturday. Day 2, which was Sunday for the single event. My friends and me slept in. We decided, not to go. I guess just too tired in the morning. But yeah, so as you can see, all this extra stuff around my deck is the pricing we got. We went 4-2, and we got, I believe, 37th place. So we made top 50%. So we got event packs, no, not event packs, the new Broly pack, the deck separator pack, I guess. These collection cards, I think they're called merit cards, and then we each got one event pack, and I pulled, as you could see, the Frieza's Call. Kind of wish I pulled the Broly so I could have 4 of it, or at least like a Gohan or the GT Trunks so I could actually use them, because I'm not gonna be using this most likely. And also for the entry, we got to pick a mat. I went with Broly. My friend Jerry went with Frieza, and my friend Johnny went with the Goku Vegeta mat. And also for entry, we got one Broly pack. So that's why we have we all have playsets because of the entry pack, and then the 3 that we got afterwards. So we stacked. Also, it's free money because I think the Veku is like 20 a piece. So, plussing. And yeah, let's get to the deck. Alright. So, Shenron Veggies, I did change some cards here and there, but most of it is pretty standard, I guess. So, for sure, playing the 4 Kaba. This is the starter deck. You need to play this. If you don't see it, there's a good chance you're not gonna win. And that actually happened, I think, to me once or twice. Either that I saw it and didn't see Child's Wish, or that I didn't see it but I kept seeing Child's Wish. So you for sure need to mulligan for this card. And then the only other green card that I main decked was for Caulifla. So I decided to play the Cauliflas because if you face a slower matchup, she just helps you add life to your hand and gain more advantage. And also it's a free, 20k. So if you have 2 of these, you just hard summon these off your hand for free and just keep swinging. And the point of this deck is to beat your opponent by turn 3, turn 4. Because it wants to just rush on your opponent. That's why these are the only green veggie package I play. I don't play the Kales. Because it's too slow of a card to play in this deck because, World Peace, you're going to wait till turn 4. And also, you'd have to ramp green energies to summon the Kale. Or you not necessarily ramp green, but you have to, you still have to, how you say, still kind of kill your, you have to slow yourself down. And I don't like that idea. I might try it in the future because there is times where I did need the Kale, but the deck did what it was made to do. So just for now, I'm gonna be sticking to these 8 green cards. So for I guess the main color, which is red, playing 2 Cab in the main deck. So I believe it was World TCG. I think his teammate, a couple celebrations ago. I got for this deck. I got ideas from that player, which is Team World TCG's teammate, and the South American national champion. So I kind of put the 2 decks together and made my own, I guess brew or version. So this is one of the ideas I got from the celebration teammate. So he used Kaba as another win condition because you could give it the triple attack, and by the second attack it's gonna that's if you pan it. So I actually panned him, the 3-drop pan. So by the second attack, I think he was already at 40k or something with double strike, which is pretty big for a 1-drop. But also it just helps you be more aggressive against slower decks. It's the same idea as a Caulifla. And then I played 3 Dauntless Kale, the free blocker. I play her because she's a free name. If you whiff, or you practically whiff for the 2-drop KO, the other 2-drop KO, which is this one, which I play 4 of. The free blocker KO just is another name for the red Caulifla. And, or just the green Kaba, which is worst case scenario. And also it's a free target for Kefla, which I do play. So instead of having to fuse this KO away, which actually gives you advantage, you can just fuse this away and then just keep going off from there. And then, you know, the 4 KO. This could potentially be another win condition because it's another Kaba. Every time it swings, the attack stacks. So you can give it triple attack and just go for game. And then I play 2 Fearless Pen. The main attackers in this deck are red. So just giving them double strike and 5k boost is pretty good. Especially if you're going for game. Then I play, you know, 3 Kaba. Decided to, like, you know, play 3 of this because it's, you know, a good card, especially against like Janemba, just stopping their negates. Janemba is actually still my worst matchup. Every time I play with whatever deck, I always lose. My record at the tournament was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, I was kind of just moral support because out of the 6 matches we played, 3 of them were Janemba, and one of those 3 I actually drew against for the Janemba matchup. The other Janembas I just lost against. But I was able to like beat, you know, the yellow Broly like swap like turbo whatever and Pan. No, I Pan against I drew. So I got like 1 legit win and like the rest draws or losses. So like I said, I was moral support. But this card did help a couple times. Like for sure, my opponents would always want to get rid of this because not being able to stop a card's attack is pretty scary. And then I play 4 of the big Caulifla. I know some people play 3 so they don't draw it as much, but I feel like you need to play the 4 because if you life it or if you just hard draw them, it sucks. So you just want to at least have a target in deck to resolve with the Kaba. And then the last red battle card I main deck is 2 Kefla. This card came clutch a couple times, especially against Janemba. Even though I lost against most of them, the idea of being able to go for Kefla and fusing off the cards I couldn't attack with because they're blue 2-drop Goku. So I'd fuse this Caulifla with the 2-drop KO that draws when I swing, and then I fuse those 2, and I make this, and then keep the blocker in the field. And then the last red card play was 1 planet M2 in the main. I decided to main the M2 because with it being a, you know, Team Wars, I just wanted to make sure that I have a random out to like a random tech someone's main decking, you know? So I went with M2. That's it for the red cards. Now for the black package for the black cards. You know, the standard Tempora Rescue Trunks, just the super combo of the deck. And then 3 black Mass Saiyan. So I went with 3 of this because it's, you know, a win condition on its own, especially giving it a triple attack. If you're facing blue, if you're facing blue or yellow, it sucks. It kind of sucks, but especially against blue, because blue gets a hand on Pilaf, Mafuba, and I guess just blockers in general. But if your opponent doesn't have blockers, it's pretty much a game over for them. So yeah, I went with 3 also because against Janemba, if you know how they deck you out. If you mill all of them, it sucks. But so that's why I like to have the 3rd. That's it for the black battle cards. And now just all the extra cards, which is 6 regular Dragon Balls, and then the 1-star ball. Once it just helps you discard the Cabos, of course, and also it helps me discard side deck targets for the Child's Wish. And I actually main deck 3 Power Burst. I still wanted to have a negate in the deck because sometimes you do face another aggro deck that threatens you. This just helps save your life. And then the last extra card, you know, play is the 4 Child's Wish. Wish you could play more, or I could play more, but can't. This is like, this and Kaba is the heart and soul of the deck. Not gonna lie. So that's it for the main deck. Now for the side deck. Since it was Team Wars, we couldn't have the same named cards, so you're gonna see some cards missing. So just keep in mind with that. So I side the third and the fourth Kaba. So if I face something more slower, I just put these in. I think I put these in again once. I can't remember for sure though. And then 3 Cronoa. So my friends and me decided that I'd get the Cronoa because I do not want to deal with Shugesh spam, and this actually helped me against the Broly Goku lineage deck. Like he was playing like the 1-2 swap, but he was playing the grade 8 package. So he like summoned the Bardock, bounce back to bring the 2-drop Goku, then swing with the Goku, combo the grade 8 Bardock, evolve, and then just keep swinging, right? But he was also playing Shugesh, and then this just helped me shut down his 2 Shugesh, and I just kept going off. And then I sided 2 double impact Krillin. So you don't know what this does. When he's played, I pop a 2-drop or less and ignore barrier. So I could pop anything I want to, but I primarily had this to get rid of the 2-drop feature rare Goku from Clash of Fates. I'd rather like to swing with my 2-drops, so I'd put this in. But I realized that it's not a big issue not being able to swing with my 2-drops because I could always just swing with the big Caulifla, the 3-drop Kaba, and I just make Kefla if I can. But it does help though sometimes. And then I sided 2 Haru. Child's Wish target, but also just helps make the deck busted, especially on turn 4. Being able to let's say drop a Kaba, tap the 3, bring her out, untap the 4 again. Child's Wish off of something, off the leader, right? Then bring out a Pan or a Black Massaiyan. So just help. It's pretty much just like an extender that lets you just for sure guarantee game that turn. And then this is the main Child's Wish target I side, which was Android 16. So I would use this against Red. I actually did use it against Pan. It helped. But the new Red Negate does hurt this. So if you don't know what the new Red Negate does, it's called Is That All You've Got? Pretty much, you negate the attack, you discard a card, and you target 2 of your opponent's battle cards and make them lose 15k attack. So on this, it would kill it. So realistically, you're going to want to bring this out at the end of the turn when you're done attacking so they don't get a chance to pop it. I also sided this against the Broly matchup, but of course, being in the heat of the moment, I kind of just forgot that Broly, switches to rest mode. So then throughout the game, I was just hoping that he'd forget. He actually forgot one time, but not in the 16. He forgot on the 2-drop kill. He forgot to switch it to rest mode. I'm pretty sure it kind of messed him up. But yeah. Still a good card though, because against other decks that I didn't face, it could pop up. And then 2 TN. Great card, especially against Janemba, which is like my least favorite and also worst matchup possible. Just being able to drop this for a 1 and then just lock them out from restanding and just push your game is really good. And the last 2 cards I side is the second M2 if I feel like I need to pop more like the silver bullets or like the side deck 1-drop black cards. So that's why that's there. And then I side the 4th Power Burst if I feel I need to be more defensive. So I sided this against like the new Broly, the green stuff, and also against the Pan deck. But yeah, that's my deck, guys. I hope you liked it. It's for sure a fun deck, but it can be pretty competitive. Sadly, I had to face my worst matchup possible throughout most of the time throughout the tournament, so I couldn't, fully see the full potential of the deck in tournament. But I hope I get another chance to do this one in the future. And also, I'm gonna be profiling my friends' decks that they use for the Team Wars. And I know for sure you guys would like to see my friend Jerry's deck, which is a very spicy Broly cooler deck. And that's all I'm going to say for now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.